Welcome to YVT on the Road, where we are at FSB Bootcamp in the Southeast, where businesses go to thrive.
Hello and welcome to YVT on the Road here at the FSB Bootcamp. I am joined by the sensational Linda Cloke from Synergy Network. And Linda, welcome.
Thank you so much.
So Linda, tell us about Synergy and what got you going with the networking group.
Okay, well, it's my friends Chris and Laura said to me, I said, oh, how am I going to pay my mortgage? And they were like, why don't you start your own networking group? And I was like, okay, well, how do we make it different? And they sort of said, well, over to you. So then I came up with the idea of doing a networking event very similar to an event that I used to do for my dating events, because a lot of people are really shy, don't know how to promote their business. The same as people are shy in selling themselves. So what I used to do was I'd have 6 people on a table, and for the dating it was 3 men, 3 women. Obviously it's sometimes all men, all women on our tables because it's business. And what I used to do is give them 3 minutes each, and I used to put questions on the tables, which is exactly the format we use now.
Amazing.
And then I said to Chris, we need a format where they move, but they never speak to the same person twice.
Okay.
At one event. So it needed to be that they spoke to 15 people at an event, and that was, more than most people do at most networking events. So, and they're able to be heard. That was really important to me, because it doesn't matter how much you speak, are you being listened to and are you being understood? So that was really the main thing. I wanted to do events where people listen and where people are understood. Those are the 2 key words, really. And then Chris, Laura and I all sat down, worked out a process, so it's all been copywritten, where people move and they never speak to the same person twice.
So they're guaranteed to walk away with 15 new connections from an event that they
If
attend.
we're fully booked. So
Right.
obviously they're not guaranteed every time. So because we're a new business, sometimes we've had events where they've only been 12. But the format still works with 12. And if we've had somewhere there's been less than 12, then what we've done is we've got another unique way of doing it where they literally get to speak to everyone there.
Wow.
So, if there's 11 or less, then they get to speak to everyone who's in the room.
But the importance with networking ultimately is it's not always about just the people in the room that you're speaking to. It's the 10 people that those people know, isn't it? So
Exactly.
even if they were talking to 3 people that day, you have to envision the fact that say it right with clarity, say what challenges you're solving, and that's potentially 30 people you're actually telling because of the journeys that they go on.
That's exactly right. And the thing is as well, it's about driving those personalities, getting people to get to know you as a person. That's what's really important, because say I loved your business, I really needed your business. If I hated you, I probably wouldn't use you.
Yeah, right.
So whereas what we're doing is we're about building and strengthening those relationships, and the format that we provide gives people the opportunity to do that. So yes, you may see the same people every month, because when people are consistent, in building that networking habit, that's when it's most effective for them, isn't it, really?
Yeah, and I've seen grow over the last sort of couple of years. I mean, you've sort of infiltrated everywhere in Kent. Where do you cover? How big are you going?
Well, we've got we want to go, obviously we want to go worldwide, not obviously, but yeah, we do want to go worldwide.
Fantastic.
That's the plan. So the plan is to grow the business. So we're looking at the format at the moment, because obviously there's only one of me, and then there's Chris and Laura as well. So we're splitting it now, where Chris and Laura are doing 2 of the events, and then we're doing, I think, 3 of the events together, and then I do the others. So Chris runs his own business, and with Laura as well. So it's important that they're in their business in the daytime. So I tend to run the daytime ones, and I do the radio show. And then they get on with their business, and then they come in. So we're changing the structure going forward, and we're going to be asking business leaders to run a group.
Wow.
So Chris and Laura are running 2 groups, so we know that it's feasible. That we will provide them with the equipment, and we'll probably say to the venue that they keep the equipment at the venue, and then someone goes in who runs their own business, and they go in and they do it. And then it doesn't need to be me at every event. So that's going to be the format going forward.
That's fantastic. So real growth that can happen across the country, and like you say, then nationally, worldwide, and and all of that. Exciting times. What do you see that networking is giving businesses? What's the importance of it?
I've seen so much. That actually made me go chill down my back, that question, because for me, what I gained was business confidence. And I've seen that in other people. I had a lady come up to me. She didn't want to do it. She just didn't want to do it. And she came up to me afterwards and she said, wow, I actually enjoyed it. And I was like, oh, that's fantastic. I knew you would. And she said, no, I really enjoyed doing it. She said, because it was just like sitting and having a coffee and then moving to another table of friends and sitting having coffee. She said, you think everyone knows each other and then you find out that actually nobody knows each other until they've been going a while, obviously. So I think we give them confidence. We're massive on brand awareness. You know, I go around and do my little videos with my phone, and if somebody's wearing a branded t-shirt or sweatshirt, I video their sweatshirt and I'll highlight it in the actual social media that I do. So yeah, it's all about really giving the spotlight to our members. That's really what we're about.
Yeah, I see that in the videos, you know, I'm like, oh, I know them and I know that person. And it does it like, and let's be honest, when it comes to things like that, there is a vanity that if I'm in a video, I'm sharing the fact I'm in that video, right? Like, so it also helps more members find out about Synergy because the people attending are sharing it because they're spotlighted. So tell us, if someone was like, okay, I want to attend Synergy, is it a one payment thing or is it a membership or is it either? How can they get involved?
So it's a membership, and that's been changed over the short period of time. We've only been in business 18 months, and that's changed over that time. But the people that started, the price that they started on is the price they will get forever, unless they leave. My daughter did tell me off for that one, by the way.
I love a grandfathering. I think that's appealing to people. The FSB do it. You know, you do it. I'm like, well, I'm coming in now then, because I don't want to get on the bandwagon and then it's loads and I think, oh, I can't afford it. Like, I want to come in now.
They've got an amazing deal, the people who are founder members with us, really amazing.
I'm going to go check it out.
So, you know, and now what we do is we charge a one-off fee of £200, and that's to set up all the profiles and things, because when someone's a member with us, we have someone who optimises our website, but he also optimises our members' profile on the website. So we've had one particular member who's been found 19 times on our website, which is amazing. And she's a one-man band, so it's really important for her. And then the other thing we do is we charge a monthly fee. So the monthly fee starts at £40 a month. And then you've got the pro membership, which is £60 a month. But that includes attending a home group. So when we look at some of our competitors that charge, say, £70 a month, just to attend the venues, and then their membership is a few £1,000s. We think it's really, really reasonable. So, you know, it's just I love it.
I can see that. When you are a member, can you attend any of the groups and really sort of go, or is it that you have one particular group you're attending?
You have one group that's your home group, and we ask you to consistently attend that, because one of the things I like to teach all of my members, and I don't want to teach them to suck eggs because a lot of them have been going for a long time, but not to be complacent, to attend every month. I list our members on the website of their home group. So we've got the events page, and then we've got a groups page. And the groups page lists all the people that visitors should expect to meet when they come. So what we experienced to start off with was people thought we were a bit like lovey-dovey, come if you want, don't worry. But that's no networking's like that. So I don't know why I gave that impression. Maybe I am a bit lovey-dovey, I don't know. But, you know, the importance is consistency. You've got to really turn up to one meeting once a month. And then if you want to, you can turn up to 2 a week. But you have to pay £10 to the extra ones that you come to, because at every event we serve a buffet. So in Ashford, for example, you get a curry with rice. In Roe Hill Grange, they do an amazing buffet. Every venue, the Arida Hotel, they're a sponsor. You get a buffet there. So yeah, every single one is a different buffet.
Fantastic. And the great thing as well about networking groups that I've seen over the years I've been doing it is it's a great soundboard. So if there's a challenge I've got in my business, if there's something happening that I can't clear or clarify, I could find people that are going through it or have been through it and can help in that sense. What challenges are you seeing your audience members come and get through and escalate to?
I think the main challenge I'm seeing with a lot of people, not the people who've been in business a long time, but a lot of the startups that come in and a lot of the business development managers as well, is that, fear. It's the fear of coming networking. It's what they're expecting. Come into a room, seeing a crowd of people, and it's like panic. They feel like a rabbit in headlights. What we do is the format that we use makes them feel at ease and comfortable straight away, and they start feeling like they know people. You can see that. You can really see confidence growing in them, which I love. It's so good to see people feel more confident about what they're doing. And the other thing as well is they learn from their peers. So say, a videographer was to come along and they were completely new in their business and there's another videographer there, then they would, say to them, why have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Which is really good. Yeah.
So also important to note, it's not a lockout system. Like once there's a videographer there, it's not like, right, we don't allow any other videographers. You do allow that growth of the networking group that they're in.
We do, but not all of the groups. So we do offer lockouts in some of our groups. So for example, UW, we lock out.
Yeah.
You don't want to have 3 or 4 UW people in the same room. So we lock out that position. In some of our groups, we lock out the financial advisor. Accountants more or less insisted that we lock out, which I was quite surprised about. So with some of them we do, but in some of our groups, like Kings Hill, for example, all the people who wanted us to start that said, but we want no lockouts.
Great.
They actually said we want no lockouts, so there's no lockouts in that group.
And that makes sense as well, right? Because in industries, you can have so many of one thing. Like photography isn't just photography. You have specialisations in that area, same with videography and other things. So the fact that you have those two systems, whereas UW is UW.
Exactly. Yeah, and everyone's looking for the same thing and there's only so many customers in a room. Whereas videography, you specialise in the podcasts and, in videography, but you get other people who do web design, print, photography, videography, social media. They do the whole shebang. So, what are they actually specialising in? Some want to do it all because they want to give people the journey, don't they?
So are there other ways to get involved with Synergy? You say about obviously your growth and things like that. If someone's thinking, yes, I want this, I want to support the growth of it, are there other ways people can come and support Synergy?
Yeah, they can just be a member that sits on the website.
Fantastic.
Has a profile on the website. So we've got a couple of people that joined. It's £100 a year. You have a profile on the website. So that's, great with the SEO and that we're having. Of course, people want, when they see someone on the website, they think, oh, I'd like to meet them. But, when the general public are going in, because we call it Kent Business Directory, so if someone's looking for something, then you get people. Well, I've got businesses that turn to me and say, have you got anyone who? Which is really great, and they're businesses that aren't members.
Yeah.
So that's really satisfying. I had one business the other day, so I had someone come to me and I've told them that I will not use them unless they're a member of Synergy. And I was like, wow, thank you.
That's amazing.
I know.
That's so good. And you touched on the radio show. Tell us a little bit more about that as well.
So Paul Andrews, as you know, he's been a friend of mine for many, many years, and he gave me an opportunity to do a radio show. I did one with Elle when we ran the social media business, and I did a dating one as well. That was so much fun. So I had special co-hosts come in. And so when we started this business, I said, look, we need that to be an extra member benefit. So members can come onto the show. It's part of their benefit to come on. Again, many of them are terrified, to be honest, of coming on. Mark Inman, he came along and he said, you've got to tell me what to say. I said, don't worry, you won't need me to tell you, just do it. And he was buzzing like a teenager when he left. He absolutely loved it. So, yeah, he was a bit like Tigger when he left. He was like, oh. So it's great to see people, like Newman Business Solutions, just, get out there and feel suddenly that confidence. And he's been in business for many years in the sales capacity, and you'd think that he would be so confident in everything anyway, but being on the radio show was just a new experience and it took him to a whole new level.
Absolutely. And anyone can listen to that, even if they're not a member of Synergy. So what we're going to do then is we're going to grab all your details, the contact details of Synergy and the radio show as well, and we're going to put them in the description and show notes. So if you're listening to this and think, that is a networking group I need to be at, and I promise you do, and go and listen to the experts on the radio show as well. All the details are in the show notes and description below. Go and check it out. Linda, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show today.
Thank you so much, Rachel. It's been really nice. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.